it's not a kind of an obvious career path for, particularly for Irish people, to become a wrestler. Well, like, what kind of inspired you to do it in the first place, and when was the point where you kind of felt like it could really happen?
What inspired me was the fact I loved WWE as a kid. Just like most kids, like I was saying earlier on, that like there's two things I watched growing up as a kid, and everyone in my class did, was WWE and Turtles. And I just felt like I could make it. I loved watching it, and I thought something I could do. You know, I was physically able for it. So I literally started wrestling in the Indies in Ireland, and Irish Whip Wrestling, and then started going my way over to the UK and in Europe. And from there, it just kind of like all fell into place. When I first kind of knew I was going to make it, was I won the tryouts in Manchester in '06. That's when like everything was become reality, because we were there as extras for Raw. I think we were security extras trying to keep DX at bay. You know,
Yeah.
That's when I really kind of figured out that like this is so like possible. And then a year later, I'm over in the States on a developmental contract.
And what was it like meeting someone like Vince McMahon? That must have been
very intimidating.
Yeah.
The first time I met him, actually, I went over to shake his hand, and I kind of gave him a bit of a lame handshake, and he pulled his hand away, right, and he goes, "That's not a handshake. Give me a proper handshake." So I was like, boom, bring him like a real sturdy handshake, you know what I mean? He goes, "That's better," and he walked off. And I was like, oh God, I just ruined my chances here again in the WWE. I didn't know. So, but it was just a very intimidating. He's very intimidating man, especially if you don't know him. You know, he's just because he's got a huge presence, but he's great, you know. Sure. And it's he's given me a great opportunity to have a lot of fun and travel the world, and now being a major movie.
And like, what was the kind of transition like? Because obviously there's an element of performance to wrestling and working in the microphone.
Yeah,
is it different, or is it kind of similar?
It's different, yeah. It's not the same. Like WWE, like you're in front of a live audience, and you know you got the mic. You don't get a second opportunity to say what you want to say, especially in live shows like Raw and now SmackDown, which is going live. But like with the movie, they both complement each other. You know, I feel they're different, but they definitely help each other. It definitely helped me fit in more in the movie after like being with WWE for like on the road for 7 years, you know. But the great thing is, like, I honestly feel like the best crack about this is these two characters. Like Krang's come in there, you know, Baxter's come in there, Casey Jones, characters that people love from the original cartoon, you know. But I think when these two lads get together, the crack is definitely to be had, and even me and Garrett are trying to push for, you know, like. Going forward, like I think it's gonna be this really a great introduction to the characters.
Excellent. And just finally, there's been a lot of kind of rumors about Conor McGregor possibly joining WWE at some point in the future. What would you make of this, and how do you think he'd get on?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of rumors about everything. I mean, I'm not sure if that's gonna happen or not. But the WWE is like, as they say, never say never. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much it. Like, Vince McMahon gives pretty much everyone an opportunity, you know what I mean? So I don't see why. He's definitely got the gift of the gab, you know what I'm saying? So, and there's a lot of gab using in WWE, so I can't see why not.